Hello everybody, welcome to our installation video. Today we're very excited. We're going to be installing a Bleutek shower system. Before we get started, let's go over all the different parts that we need on the job site. First, you have your pre-sloped linear pan. You have your tileable brake cover that comes with the pan, as well as the hub assembly. You're also going to need your sealant, your screws and fasteners, your pipe and valve seals, your waterproof band and your waterproof corners, as well as your waterproof foam board and your waterproof shower curb. Let's get started. The tip we like to do is use the cardboard piece on the face of the shower pan as your template piece. Take your length times width measurements now and put those onto your template. Mark the cardboard template and cut to size. Check that your template fits perfectly. Put the template on top of the pan and translate the lines. Once you've translated all your lines, you're now ready to make your straight cuts. One of the saws we'd like to use is a mini circular saw with a guide. You're now ready to make your cuts. Once you've made all your straight cuts, dry fit the pan in place, make sure that it fits perfectly. Then remove the pan. Go around the perimeter of the pan and mark a ½ inch to make your rabbit channels all the way around. Cut your ½ inch notches around the perimeter of the pan after you use the circular saw to make your ½ inch channel on the top of the pan. Use a utility knife on the foam side. Dry fit the pan back in place, checking to make sure that the channel's all set all the way around the perimeter. Okay, in your shower pan drain kit, you're going to have a strainer. You can put this in at the end. You're going to have your compression fitting, very important. It has this seal. Got to make sure that this is in and sitting flat. It comes with 2 hubs. Depending on what part of the country you're in, this is an ABS. This is your PVC. We're using the PVC one here. It also comes with the shims that you'll use later on in the video to shim up the shower drain, as well as the stainless steel screws that will attach this compression fitting on the back of the pan. Install the shower drain with the 5 screws provided. Normally you'd make your glue connection to your 2-inch pipe from above. In this case, the plumber is going to install and glue his pipe from underneath. Okay, now it's time to install the compression fitting. Turn the pan upside down. Make sure you have this O-ring and that it's seated flat on the back side of the compression flange. Turn it upside down. Hold the O-ring from the inside. Line up the 2 screw holes. And tighten these 2 screws that are provided. Then apply a 1/4 by 1/4 thin set to the shower pan area. Apply thin set to both your shower pan area and your pan. It's now time to install the pan. Check the edges of the shower pan. Make sure that you've got a nice level from left to right, front to back. Double check your pitch inside the pan before you install any tile, as you might need to add cement. Now it's time to install your waterproof foam board. Make your cuts, check to make sure it's tight fit, and then remove it and apply all sealant at all seams and the rabbit joints you created. Now that you've installed your first board, use the screws and fasteners to attach the board, and then repeat with all boards and sealant at all seams. Once all your wallboard's up and all your fastening screws are in, it's now time to apply another bead of sealant on the outside. Now apply a dab of sealant to every screw and fastener. Now measure the length of your curb. Translate the measurement to the top of your curb. Now dry fit the curb into place. Remove the curb and measure the thickness of the pan, translating the lines onto the back of the curb so you can make the proper channel. Now dry fit the curb into place, making sure that you've cut the proper height and width of the channel. Turn the curb upside down and apply the thin set to the bottom of the curb. Then apply a bead of sealant to the pan and to the bottom of the channel of the curb. Now apply a bead of sealant to the outside where the curb meets the pan and the walls. It's now time to install your 5-inch waterproof band. Pre-cut all your bands to length. Apply a coat of thin set using the V-notch trowel, and then install all your 5-inch waterproof bands. Use the flat side of the trowel to remove all excess cement behind the band. After installing your band, reapply your cement and install your inside and outside corners. With the same application, install your valve and pipe seals. We're now ready to set the linear drain. First thing you have to do is put in one shim into each of these 4 locations in the body of the drain. Now take the grate cover off. And set that into place using the short 8 screws provided. If the tile that you're using is much thicker, add more shims and use the longer screws. Once you set the body of the flange with the 8 screws, you're now ready to put the hair strainer in place and the tileable grate cover. You're now ready to install your tile. One note, before any tiling is to take place, make sure that you achieve proper pitch throughout the installation. For any reason you have not, you can always add and skim cement to make sure that you get proper pitch before installing any tile. Happy tiling!